Yo, I am back with another Transformers video. So, I want to talk about Kingdom and some of the shows I missed, like Energon. Energon. Now, I have slightly more respect for this show than I did with Robots in Disguise, so I will be showing screen-recorded footage, but the thing is, it's still not good at all. It's really garbage. Here is the deal. I have a very strange relationship with this show. Like, I kind of like it because it gives us so much, like, early 2000s cheese, but at the same time, it is a really not very good show. I could say it's enjoyable, but it's not good. And that's the thing about Rid 2015. It's not enjoyable, and it's not good. So that's why I would say Energon is better than Rid in this regard. At least. The designs are actually really garbage. I hate the designs in this show, at least most of them. I think Inferno is decent, I guess, but Hotshot is just a horrible version of the original. Optimus Prime just looks very obese for some reason, and, like, Kicker's suit design's actually pretty good, I'll give them that, but, like, everything else looks like garbage. Starscream's design is, like, really weird. Everything's, like, either, like, really neon or really just grayed out for some reason. This show does not know what it wants its color, like, style to be, if that makes sense. Armada had a pretty clear color style for the characters. Autobots had their bright colors, whilst the Decepticons had their, their dark colors, with the exception of a few. But for this show, everyone has, like, neon colors, and everyone has, like, black colors and dark colors at the same time. It's just very weird and very contrasting. But, like I was saying, I do kind of enjoy this show a bit. The animation is really bad. It's like they took all the worst parts of Armada and made them worse at the same time. This show really loves its greens, and I don't know why, because the green that they choose for a lot of the characters isn't a particularly good-looking green, to be honest. It's like a weird neon dark green for some reason, but, like, back to the animation is not good. Like, they make it to where their mouths, like, only have, like, 2 cycles, a smiling mouth, which is likely just the flipped version of the frowning mouth, and then, like, the frowning mouth. That's it. They don't change it at all. And if you want proof of how bad the animation is, then just look at this part, where Megatron's face is poorly animated on, because perfect, that's what I wanted. A weird Megatron with a weird mouth and a garbage face. However, his design does lend itself well to certain things, like, it has a lot of homages to Galvatron. So when he turns into Galvatron and he goes purple, mainly, it's a really nice callback to G1. So is that it? We done with talking about Energon? We finally done? So seeing as how I have more footage, I want to talk a little more about this one, mainly the characters. So yeah, Bumblebee's just a Hot Rod, but worse. So like Hot Rod from the G1 cartoon, he's just an idiot who bumbles around leadership a lot, and that's it. Strong Arm's just a lug nut, but to the Autobots. Sideswipe takes the role of the young, impetuous Autobot in this one, but he doesn't even do that one well. He's just an annoying jerk who doesn't listen to orders at all. Grimlock is stupid. I only watched season 1 because it's the only season that's available on Netflix, so anything beyond that I don't really have anything to say, but yeah, there are so many better options to watch shows, like, just don't watch this one. I don't know why you would anyway. So yeah, I wanted to update my discussion on season 2 and 3 of Transformers Prime, because I had rewatched it just now. The last time I talked about it was from memory, so it's time I genuinely really review it. So it's pretty good, mostly, actually. RC is still a pain. Bulkhead kind of gets a better character. He was very one-note in the very first season, most of his character deriving from, like, basic drama with Miko and stuff. But, like, RC is just incredibly annoying. She's constantly ragging on Smokescreen, who I've already said is probably my favorite character out of Transformers Prime, mainly because he definitely has the exaggerated swagger of a black Autobot. And in my talking about Rid, I already said my opinion on Bumblebee killing Megatron. It was cool, don't get me wrong, but it literally stole the show from Smokescreen, so that was great. Give legitimate credit where legitimate credit is due. I did like Bumblebee's character growth. I genuinely felt like that he had some level of growth throughout the third season. Just take this scene as an example.
Hey, B, have you ever thought you might want to be a Prime? Not now. Someday. Warrior. Yeah, you and me both. But I've seen you in action. Optimus knows you can scrap with the best of them. Why won't he just promote you from Scout already? Your choice. Huh. Well, so why wait? Guess it would be more meaningful to graduate back home, on Cybertron. You're one patient guy. I should take a cue.
So yeah, I've subtitled it so you could get a general gist of what I think Bumblebee is saying. I think that gives Bumblebee quite a bit of character. If only these kinds of conversations where you can infer what Bumblebee is saying happened throughout the entire show. They do happen, like, frequently, but, like, I wish that's what would always happen. But, like, it's often that Bumblebee just does beep beeps and that's it. Thus, it makes it way less satisfying when Bumblebee ultimately gives the final blow. But hey, let's talk about the OST. Which is okay. Okay, it's better than okay, but it's like, it feels like they're repeating the same thing over and over again. Like, every single track just kind of has that same leitmotif. And it's fine when a musical artist has a leitmotif, but at the same time, it's just in every song with very few changes, so it makes every song start to blend together more or less. But let's talk about Ultra Magnus. He absolutely steals the show from like 90% of the Autobots, which presents a problem in and of itself, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. Ultra Magnus is a great character. He's completely like the IDW version, which is great because I love the IDW version. He essentially has to take care of the Wreckers. He's the only bit of discipline that they have, which made Wheeljack dip. But like, Ultra Magnus is great in this show. They absolutely do him amazingly. I like the voice, but sometimes some delivery is a little weird, but overall it's great. I love Ultra Magnus. 10 out of 10 character.
Discipline. If you won't accept that, feel free to choose the path of least resistance.
Wheeljack is actually a decent character, but the thing is, he's not Wheeljack, man. Like, he should have been Drift. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, he's a loner, he has dual katana things. He should have just been Drift. I don't know why they made him Wheeljack. He doesn't invent anything, he doesn't make machines, he's a loner, he's a wrecker. That's it.
What in the Sam Hill?
But should you watch Transformers Prime? Yeah, sure, man. So Earthrise and Kingdom are actually really good, especially compared to Siege. But what does that mean? It means they're good. What do you think it means, man? But so anyways, Earthrise, Kingdom, they're really good. But let's get into the meat and potatoes. Earthrise had really good. It really fixed most of the issues I had with Siege. I thought it was genuinely a really good Transformers show. But yeah, the Beast Wars characters returning were great. But sadly, I want to talk more about the voice acting problem, because that's really my only complaint about these shows. So they replaced the iconic David Kaye and all the other iconic Beast Wars characters with a scab. I legitimately don't mean to be rude to any of these actors. Some of them do great performances, but Hasbro has been doing something completely anti-union. They're not paying any of the union fees. They're completely annihilating voice actors such as Peter Cullen and freaking Frank Welker. Peter Cullen has stated, as hard as this is for me to say, that he wants to do at least a few more Optimus Prime performances before he goes, because as you know, Peter Cullen's very old. If Hasbro denies Peter Cullen this wish, I don't know if I can forgive them, and I don't know if I'll be able to continue enjoying Transformers. Listen, this may be some dark territory for a little video like this, but Peter Cullen and Frank Welker are old. Sadly, they are old. They're older than they are young, and they're not going to become any younger anytime soon. Hasbro should cherish the time they have with these amazing, talented actors while they can. They shouldn't be replacing them so prematurely, especially with such inexperienced actors. Replacing one of the greatest voice actors of all time with a Vine star to do his character, then paying him less to do an impression of the Vine star who's doing an impression of him is insulting at least, mortifying at worst. Hasbro needs to get their priorities straight, because Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime won't last forever. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little saddened by what I had to discuss about Peter Cullen and stuff. Because these are great actors, they do not deserve what's happening to them. And it's a shame that Hasbro has hit such a bottom of the barrel that they would keep repeating these mistakes. At first I thought it was just them trying something new with Cyberverse. I didn't know about the Union up until I started watching Siege, and I had to be informed by one of my friends. It's very sad. But hey, people have been getting aware of it now, and hopefully maybe this video helps some people get aware of it. But it's just a shame. Hey guys, we're back at G1. Wait, this isn't G... Well, okay, wait, hold on again. Wait, yeah, this is G1. Okay, finally back. But so, yeah, it appears that we're done with this grand Transformers aligned universe, cinematic universe thing that I'm doing. Maybe I'll go back and we'll talk about these shows more, or talk about shows in the future. Maybe I'll do more videos on the Transformers universe, and maybe some other stuff. But for now, it appears this is the end. Thanks to all who have been watching this the whole time, and I would ask you to like and subscribe.